What it is, folks? This your man DJ ProStar. And right now I want to show why I'm more than my MacBook, turntables, and cameras. Right now, one of the thoughts that's been articulating in my mind and starts excursion from my brain to my tongue to produce a vibration across these airwaves, and I pray it finds a heart that can relate. Let's talk. Crown Talk. What it is, folks, man, it's your man Michael McKean, also known as DJ ProStar, alongside the lovely
Indygo Shai.
Yo, this Crown Talk, we about to talk about a few things today. Yo, let's just do it first, man. I gotta show y'all something. I gotta show you something. So she decided she wanted to bring a snack she was hungry before she came on the show.
I usually am before every segment.
So I had to come up here and show y'all this. A little snack of the day real quick. Snack of the day. Bam, bam, bam. Trust me. We gonna see what it's hitting on. Okay. That's hard. That's hard. Now, before we get started, gotta pull up one time for the one time. I know how to kill all day, every day. I know what I do.
So I have like this thing, right, where I get like a whole container of this Simply lemonade, put it in the freezer for a little bit, becomes like a slush.
Are you doing tequila too? Oh, okay, I want to make sure, man. You said you had another drink you wanted to sip on.
I said I don't need no ice. I'm using this.
And just like that. Cheers.
Crown Top.
Crown Top. Ooh.
Ooh, try that.
Mmm.
You got to.
That's right, that's right. I prefer mine straight, though. Y'all know how it is, man. We gonna do straight up.
Understood.
Cause that's what good men do. And since that inspired me, that actually just inspired where we want to start off, man. So anybody know me? When I do my spoken word pieces, man, I got a piece that says that's what good men do. And this has been the question I've been wondering. What do good women do? I've been questioning that, and I just want to I want to get your opinion on that. I really want to get your kind of view on this, because I've heard a few different responses.
Okay, let me.
So we're gonna understand there are gender roles, right? And so when we look at gender roles, we look at all the old school philosophies from our grandparents' age. We look at from the maybe. Well, yeah, we gotta say grandparents. We can't say our parents. We gotta say grandparents.
Grandparents on it, in which I grew up with like my great grandmother and my great grandfather. But like, I feel like gender roles have changed. And now, when I say that, I mean like you can still be a traditional woman, but be up with the times. Like, there's more that a man needs you to do in this day and time. Because 9 times out of 10, like, homes and mortgages, different stuff like that, all of that stuff has gone way up.
Expensive.
It has gone way up. And, like, ladies, a lot of the men that you shooting for, you feel me? They might not be shooting for you. So you might end up with somebody in a different tax bracket, or that's making good money, and it's all about doing it together, I guess, in that moment.
Man, I hate the tax bracket conversation. We gotta understand the amount of reality of the world. How many men are making over 100K? I feel like so many women that be looking for these balls outside. That's not normal. They don't understand like NBA and
what are you doing to put yourself in the same area, or to even make that man want to look at you? What are you doing? What are you offering other than your banging body?
True.
And your cute face.
And I'm also gonna argue this. We can't even say 100K is the crossover. I feel like in order to truly for you to be a sit-at-home wife in this day and age,
you need to be making.
The dude gotta be close to the 200K a year. 200K a year for you to not have to do anything and you just be the bad chick living your best life.
And that's if you want to live like in a good suburban area, live
a
a
decent
regular,
house.
decent life.
Yeah, decent life.
Now, if you want a mansion, a getaway home, a yacht, all that other stuff, you need to find a man that's like president, CEO, entrepreneur. And still, what are you doing to put yourself in the position to be with these type of people?
Sure. So when we look at that,
Men too. You can't keep talking about what you want to be, and you hanging out with the people who ain't gonna be.
Okay, I can see from that standpoint. I'm about to say, but men can usually have that wide group of friends, but it is a certain level you got to swap over to.
There's a lot of niggas getting knocked off by their own friends.
True.
Because they came up and they didn't. Or they want more. So they gonna take it. Because a lot of us wasn't raised to do nothing else.
But as you grow and develop, a lot of times, if you're smart, you get away from that. If you're smart, you get away from it. And you still show love when you need to show love. You'll keep it copacetic, but you get away from that. But when we look at that, so we go. What we was talking about was when we look at in this day and age, what does the role of? Because I don't think the role of men have changed too much from granddad to dad to here. Okay. Men still got to pay all the bills.
The role of a man hasn't changed, but what a man needs from a woman compared to what he did then has changed.
No, it's not. Granddaddy needed his dick sucked too. What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
Granddaddy needed a home cooked meal.
Why is it got to be about that?
But granddad needed a home cooked meal. He wanted peace when he came in, and peace can be. And I think that's what's changed. The definition of peace for a man has changed.
Each person wants something different. All these men back in the day, every woman, they could literally go to schools where they were just taught to cook and clean and be a Christian and be a good wife.
Because at that point, that's what peace looked like. At that point, that's all a man wants.
Well,
when he come home, he want peace.
I'm saying now the horizons have broadened.
But it has. I really don't think it has different that much. Men are wanting to be
vulnerable now. Back then, they didn't.
What men?
Men want to be open, be able to be open with their wives.
What? Men want peace. That has nothing to do with peace.
Oh my Lord Jesus!
You think a man want to be vulnerable? No, a man wants to be vulnerable because times have gotten harder to do the things that he naturally do. So therefore, when he is struggling a little bit or when he is going through something, he wants that freedom to open up versus having to go to the bar, have to go to the strip club, have to go to Shirley House. He don't want to have to. Surely. He don't want to have to go down there and do that. He want to be able to have that. He want to be able to confide that in his woman. Because one thing we noticed, and this is what we learned from our fathers and our granddads, is when you go down that path, it opens up the door to so much more problems that's going to lead to more stress.
Like which more kids.
And it's going to lead you to an earlier death. It leads to more drama. So now you want to confide in that woman. Exactly. So now you want to confide in your woman.
Work even harder and die faster.
Facts. So now you want to confide in your woman to be able to... You want to be able to confide in your woman so that you don't have to do those things. But at the end of the day, you just want peace when you come home. So what he needs from her is peace. And for a lot of dudes, that peace looks different. For some dudes, it's the typical stereotypical woman stuff. Come home and the house clean. Y'all don't understand. A clean house when you come in, everything is organized, everything is clean, everything's in place. If you just had a chaotic day and you come into that, it just eases your spirit. It just eases your spirit. If you come into your house is a mess, you're going to be like, damn, I went from chaos to another chaos. And now, and especially if she ain't working, I went from that chaos to this chaos. What was the point of you being here? Like, you just get upset when you see that person just chilling in the mess. So like when we talk about the cooking, cleaning, all that stuff, I think it's more than that. I do think it's more than that nowadays. And I think also now to achieve the vision, a woman has to be more of a helpmate. I will say that. So I will say from that aspect, it has grown and developed some. But the base of what a man needs from a woman when he gets home, I don't think that thing has changed since the beginning of time.
And what is that?
Think about since Adam and Eve. Think about it. Adam, after a good day of being in the garden, what he wanted to come home to? He wanted to get some fruit. He wanted to chill with his animals, and he wanted his woman butt ball naked in the garden. That's what he wanted, and that's what he got until she messed up listening to the snake. You know, so we've wanted the same things since the beginning of time. You know, so I don't think the men thing has changed so much from that standpoint. But like you said, because of how tough the world has become, I guess we do rely on our women more than back in the day. But I don't think what men are asking from women is enough to justify the backlash that men take from women. You feel me? Like,
women are some mean motherfuckers.
Like,
woo! I just be like, one man make y'all mad at everybody.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Back in the day, I used to get mad at specific niggas. It wouldn't be, oh, all niggas ain't shit. Fuck, man, I'm gonna be gay. Like, you know, no. That nigga ain't shit. I can't believe I messed with him specifically. What was I doing? What was I thinking? Like, take accountability for it. He ain't trick you. You took your own drawers off.
True. At least you can recognize that. But she's still getting to the original question. What's the new role of modern women?
I was hungry first. I had to eat something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The role of a modern woman. To be honest, I don't have all the answers. I could be honest about that.
I will clap it up. That's the first time a woman has been accountable in a while. And truthful about themselves. Now I'm going to clap that up for you. Go ahead.
I appreciate you.
Go ahead.
So, I feel like it's a process that I'm learning, but it takes you have to want to make the step to want to learn. Because this shit ain't just gonna come to you. You're not about to just get all the answers. Grandma and mama and them can tell you everything they want to tell you if they got a man theyself. But is it truly going to help you with your situation? Is your man identical to your papa? You know what I'm saying? Like, they teaching you how to cater to their man. Your man is a different man.
Mm-hmm.
So, I feel like the first step in that is learning your man. And understanding that men are simple as fuck. I hate to say it, but it's like real life, like peace, consistent nuts, and fun, memories, good times. And that alone could get you there. Now, when you have like extras, bonuses, like, oh, y'all both enjoy, like, we both enjoy music, or there's stuff that can be used for business purposes, or I'm good at networking and talking to people, like, different stuff that could benefit him, you know, things that could benefit your man. Like, say your man has a business, you feel me? You could come to us and get business cards made for him, or we could get some t-shirts going for his business, or photography, videography, call a chef in, have a little date for him, you feel me? Do something romantic and sexy for him.
Being supportive. I feel like that role hasn't changed for women. Being supportive. It
hasn't.
But I think so this
the way you support has changed, because back in the day you'd be better off just shutting up.
True.
Don't say nothing.
True. I think that support factor is what like, it was something I wanted to post the other day. I never got a chance to. I'm gonna post it in the morning for sure. Matter of fact, let's see, why did I go before I do that? Just make sure we good. Yeah. Yeah, it was something I was going to post, to the point of, if you're not ready to be selfless, don't claim that you're ready for a relationship. Because I think that whole supportive nature is, and I'm not saying all the time. I feel like it's the 80-20 rule. 80-20 rule applies. I believe that applies to everything in life.
Self-care is the best care.
It is, but you low key gave a portion of that up when you decided to be in a relationship.
Yes and no.
How? Now, let me say one point before you get to that. Now, I do believe this. You gotta have two people that's selfless. Because if one person is doing everything for you and they're doing everything for you, you shouldn't be missing anything. But you have to be in a moment, you have to think about, oh, what can I do for this other person? And then that person, guess what? If that person is constantly thinking about the same thing, should nothing be lacking. When you feel like, the only time it's going to feel like something's lacking is when you're giving, and this person is being selfish and not returning anything. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was going to say. That was really good.
It's all good. We're just talking about selflessness in a relationship.
Okay, so self-care is the best care. I feel like you should always take time to take care of yourself or do things that help to make you feel better. If you can include your partner in that, beautiful, do that. If you need some time alone, because some people just need some time alone, especially like people who are naturally introverts. Mm-hmm. Sometimes they really just need a little zone time to themselves. Like sometimes he need to play the game. I don't ask him to get off of it. I don't get an attitude. I just let him play the game.
Y'all wouldn't better start letting y'all man play the game, especially if you ain't the head doctor. You better start letting your man play the game. I'm gonna tell you this: the reason men play the game,
help him calm down too, depending on the situation. Let him play that game.
The reason men play games and the reason they're so good on it, when we was kids, that's what we did, and it puts you in a place of peace when you playing the game. You versus the game. You ain't have to deal with your parents. You ain't have to deal with your chores. You just played the game and you was at a place of just zen and peace. So as grown men now, as we play games, we go back to that zone. The same way I view that music is the best time machine that there is. Sometimes video games is the same thing. You get back to be to that person before you got exposed to the world. You get to go back to that person every time they play the video game. So women, stop messing with these men when they play a game. You better be glad he out there cheating on you, selling drugs, doing all this other crazy stuff.
Oh my gosh.
If he taking care of the bills, leave him alone.
I was listening to Young Jock. Okay. I want to eat this. Here, eat this. I'm about to talk. So, Young Jock in the Friends radio or whatever this morning. And so, this dude took this girl out for her birthday. They went out of town. He spent like $400 and something on a steak dinner date at a nice restaurant. So, she gets back home. She's like, babe done so good. Like, I'm going to make him whatever he want. I'm going to make his favorite meal tonight, you know. My birthday was fly, you know. Mm-hmm. So, she gets to the store to get her food. And her card is declined. Her food stamp card is declined. Mm-hmm. So, come to find out, he didn't stole her food stamps and sold it so that he could take her out for her birthday. And he was like, it's the thought that counts. But she was like, but now my kids can't eat. He was like, okay. At first he lied and said he didn't do it till they got him on camera doing it. So, you know. But still, I'm just like, I don't know.
I'm torn on this one. Because they just thought it counted.
That was a lot. It's like, dang. Like, but you stole from her. You living in her house already. You don't do nothing but play video games and lay up all day.
So we talking about two different kind of people. When I'm talking about from the sense of, it's some grown men that actually use video games as, well, I take it back. Both men, whether he a bum or he's successful, use it as a way to escape. But the grown man also realize when he gets done, you gotta return to the same world. You gotta return to the real world, just like a drunk. You get drunk to escape the world, but then eventually you gotta sober up. And for the young boys that don't sober up, or when they get off the game, realize, okay, I gotta return. I didn't need to escape. They trying to escape from drama, not from chaos. It's a difference. And I think in that case, that's when you gotta hold them accountable. And you gotta look at yourself too. You know, what's your pussy value? You let a nigga that ain't got no job, that play video games all day, fuck with you.
Okay.
You got low pussy value.
I got another one.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think we're going to have to make this a segment because this was crazy too. So, girl and her boo friend, friend with benefits, she ends up getting pregnant. So
by the same dude?
Yeah, by the friend with benefit. So they had been messing around for like a year or whatever. So he told her that, you know, she was good. He would make sure she was good. He'll be there for her. But she decided, she was like, no, we ain't been messing around that long. So she decided to go get a smortion.
Abortion. Okay, cool, man.
Well, because you know you can't monetize when you say words like that on
Alright, cool, man. It's all good.
Okay, well, she decided to get rid of it. And so he stopped talking to her. So she called the Young Jock Radio. She wanted to find out why he stopped talking to her. And they was like trying to ask her about why. And she was like, no, it's none of that or whatever. So he said straight up, like, they messed around one more time after she had the abortion. But, like, so after you have one, sometimes it'll have, like, a foul smell to it. And different stuff like that. So he said it stank so bad, he just couldn't.
How soon after the abortion did he say he had sex with her?
But
that's his fault. Why you wait so much?
But listen, it was on top of the fact that she didn't have to get rid of it. He didn't want her to. She did. She made that decision on her own.
And she made a smart decision. She made a good decision.
Okay.
He's dumb as hell.
But no, listen. They're not. He didn't want to. He's good on her because it wasn't hitting the same. She went over there wanting to do it. You feel me? He didn't want to. He was like telling her like, "Ain't you supposed to wait?" But she tried to press it.
Cause she wanted to make sure she knew he was a good nigga, and she didn't want to lose a good nigga.
Okay, but you knew your coochie wasn't ready either.
So that's on her. Like, I'm not even playing that. It's on her.
But
he's not wrong at all.
The story. So he said he was cool on it or whatever, and she felt like he was wrong. But yeah, I don't know. My
man, he was a good dude at heart. But when I look at the situation, he dumb though. When I look at the situation, good dude but dumb. Sounds like most good dudes out here. I'm telling y'all, be a savage. Russell Wilson having the worst season in his life, and he claiming to be happy in his relationship.
I know a lot of men that
Future is happy as shit.
I know a lot of men that just don't like the idea of dealing with a woman who just aborts babies, or you have no choice.
To me, in my opinion on that, I'd rather you do what's best for your situation and for the kid. If you know that you about to bring that kid into a fucked up situation, why have him? I know that's a tough topic,
Shout out to everybody in Oklahoma.
Why have him? Like, if you know you about to bring him into a tough situation, why have him?
I feel like almost everybody in OKC first pregnancy, I don't know, at least one or two of them.
And 2 years later, as soon as that baby is 2 years old, they regret it. So like, it's like to me, I mean, I do believe in the choice in it. I do believe, you know, do what you feel is best for you. But I feel like a whole bunch of laws and stuff got to change that. Do your thing. But her thing is, she was trying to make sure she ain't lose a good one. So she was trying to throw the pussy on that nigga before the pussy was ready. Before the pussy was ready. Especially if it will let you get a pass on that. You know, but shouts to her. This is a tough situation. But shouts to her for having the mentality that if I don't get this dude the pussy, I'm probably going to lose a good one.
You could have just gave him some head if that was the case.
True. And you would have kept him. She's slipping. She's slipping because that would have worked. That would have been like, you would have been, before he even could get into it, you go ahead and take care of him. And she would have been good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she played that wrong. Sometimes you gotta use your throat, and not what's below the belt, ladies. Sometimes that throat game will help for you.
In the words of his favorite song.
Yeah, Throw Baby. I love that track. It's one of the best tracks that ever came out in the world. You know. Shout out to my ladies out there doing their thing. The throat gods will appreciate you. You know, the world would not be the same without you. A lot of dudes will commit. I'm telling you, to my throat guys out there, this is directly to you. You have reduced suicide rates by 75%. I'm telling you right now, you have reduced it by 75%. We appreciate you. To all my throat babies and all my throat guys out there, I'm telling you, you will be forever missed. And every dude will think about you. All right, shouts to the throat babies. There we go. Throw babies.
Why'd you say they will forever be missed?
They will every day. If you ever call any one of your male friends right now.
So you trying to say every nigga you know did not marry their throat guy?
A lot of people don't. A lot of dudes don't. A lot of dudes don't. And I think doing the talking.
Wait.
I think doing.
How you gonna get mad at me for giving you that number conversation we had, but you could straight up sit here and tell me to my face?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean, you gotta understand. We're all adults, and everybody is hoes. You gotta understand this. When you actually understand that everybody is hoes, you can't get mad when you ranking somebody's life. Like we was having a conversation yesterday. Like God intended for us to be virgins when we got married and when we met. So therefore, you're learning everything with that person. But since we didn't do that, everybody is hoes and got different.
Civilization has tore that up.
Yeah, since everybody is hoes and everybody got these different sexual experiences when you go into it, you gotta understand, sex. You gotta be top 10 to be there for the long haul. That's for real. You may not be number 1 though. Alright? And if you really love him, you'll ask him who is number 1. Have a threesome with him. There you go.
Nah.
That's the thing. That's a good solution.
Yeah, but they ugly.
I think that's a great solution to I think.
Ugly bitches always be doing all this crazy shit. So when us good looking, good intentioned women come through, it's just all fucked up. These niggas.
How's that all fucked up?
They want a tripod on the first date.
First of all, I truly believe
because your ambitions get skyrocketed. It's like watching porn. They think they're supposed to do it like porn. I
feel like and why? Like that's for my ladies. If you got a man,
I learned a lot.
Wait. If you got a man that you love, a man that you want to have his babies, you want to spend the rest of his life with, why isn't being number 1 in every aspect of his life a goal of yours?
So
wait, give me a second. Let me break this down. Why isn't being number 1, like you will want to be the best wife you can be, the best mother you can be? Why not the best porn star you can be? Why not the best support partner you can be? The best cook you can be? Like I feel like, and mind you, this is why we say relationships are a journey. You may not be that person up front. And it's no problem with that.
I'm still not number 1.
Oh, let me break this down now. You may not be that person up front, but I feel like during that journey, you should be striving to do it. And I think this is one of the biggest problems with modern women. Are you really striving to be the best? Like, are you taking on steps? And I feel like as men, and I'm not gonna put that all on women. I'm gonna say men, we have to be the same way. You should be striving. Think about this. If you got a woman that came from a 2-parent household and her daddy spoiled the shit out of her, guess what you should be doing? Striving to not replace him, but to replace him. You feel me? It shouldn't be no situation where your girl when your girl not even call him. It should be no situation where your girl is sitting back thinking, should she call her dad to take care of this issue, that issue, or that. It shouldn't be a situation, period. It should be to the point where, I know dad to do it, but he won't even the first person that came to mind. Well, I know my man got it.
To the men who don't have a man to look up to or to try and surpass, but still take that position on and go full out with it, I salute you, kings.
Oh. And if she doesn't have that example of someone that you're trying to surpass, this is where that me versus me situation comes in. And you gotta look in the mirror and be like, okay, I made my girl smile this big yesterday. Today I'm gonna try to top that. And the next day I'm gonna try to top that. And the next day you're gonna top that. And I feel like if you get that mentality of, I wanna see my woman happier than she was the day before, you do just as fine. Because that's going to push you in so many areas of your relationship. It's going to push you in spirituality. It's going to push you in, like she said earlier, men, we're basic. Women are multi-dimensional and stuff like that. So therefore, depending on what day you catch her is what mood you gonna catch her in. So therefore, you got to be able to be like, okay, how am I gonna make this spiritual side of her? She having a spiritual day. She might wake up on some grand rising with the crystals and some yoga and some shit like that one day. And you go, okay, so how can I make this version of her happier than the last time she was in this version? All right, so what's your cheat codes? What's your cheat codes?
My cheat codes are Cheesecake Factory or any type of Asian style food and Cold Stone. So I feel like that dessert and or those two. And if it's like on some like lower end type stuff, regular Chinese food is cool. I fucks with pizza. I love pizza. Okay? I could do a burger.
Once again,
French fries.
Look at how many foods she just went through. So imagine in the heat of the moment.
No, but in the heat of the
you're
moment,
proving my point, though.
No, in the heat of the moment, we always go for Asian stuff. But when you take me on a date, I always get happy. We always go to...
Because I know that's number one. But like you just said, you just went through a list of 5 different type of food.
No, because I was saying like on a lower end and different... It depends on what our money is hitting on. It depends on everything.
I got you.
If we just did an investment or something...
These are all the variables that go into it. Therefore...
And I have cheat codes for all of them.
I got you. Every woman got cheat codes for all of them. And you just here gave me 6 cheat codes. 6.
Use them.
6,
to your advantage.
6 of them.
You're so smart.
Yeah. I'm telling you, like I said, man, it's impossible.
It's not impossible.
I think one of the best messages I've seen was one of the pastors. They was like, it is not your responsibility to make your woman happy. That was not in the assignment given from God. It was not in the assignment. It's a bonus if you can make her happy. That's not in your assignment. Your assignment was to protect, provide, cherish, and those type of things. It was never make
and
her happy.
those things will make me happy. Don't look like that. I just did my hair. My edges is tight.
Well, the reason I look like that, y'all, just be like that. Be like, yo,
my edges.
You can do those things, man.
I'm gonna stretch my own edges.
You can do those things and still, and you can do those things and you'll think you're doing it good and you still won't. But I think that's a part of long-term relationships and marriage, because I think what happens is so much as you get into the routine of things, you stop appreciating the everyday things, because you deal with this person every day, you see them every day, and certain things become just the standard. And then you have to recognize that sometimes the standard, you need to appreciate the standard. Like, this person loves, cherish, protect, do everything you do. That's why I feel like any married man out here that's going on a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, whatever it is, if you're staying in a relationship that long, and if you being faithful during the whole time,
keyword faithful.
No. I won't even. Faithful is a bonus.
What?
No. Hear me out. If you are, give me a second. Give me a sec. Let me break this down now. I feel like you deserve kudos if you're doing the protecting, the providing. You're not putting any kind of stress on her, and you're trying to keep her. The only craziness in her life is the craziness that she needs in her life, because she ain't dealt with some trauma in her past or whatnot. Or she just love drama. Think about it, girl. That's why Love and Hip Hop got so many views and stuff. They love the drama aspect of it. Women love drama, so y'all create drama in your own lives sometimes. No. Just because y'all create drama in your own lives sometimes.
Drama now in my life.
Whatever avenue that looks like. Whatever it is,
that's from a distance.
That's cool, but y'all want that.
I'll call the police if it's necessary.
Y'all want that.
Don't put your hands on them.
Y'all want that exposure to that, and y'all want it in your life. So if you're doing all those things, you deserve kudos. If you being faithful the entire time, you deserve kudos plus some.
Oh my
like
god!
you deserve.
That's horrible to say that you deserve
kudos.
extra for doing something that you signed up to do. What? What? Makes sense. You signed up to be faithful. It's in your vows.
Just like women say, "Oh, I deserve kudos if I give a nigga head," or "I deserve kudos if I make a meal," or "You deserve kudos."
No, you don't. You don't deserve kudos.
So
words of affirmation or making someone feel good about something is one thing because you understand your partner's communication or their love language. But for them to like, I don't feel like it should be a deserves kudos. Like, if you feel like men are supposed to take this position and do these things, I don't feel like you deserve kudos for doing it. I feel like it's a beautiful thing that you are and you do stand out amongst others because you're doing something that a lot of these men either don't or can't do. But I feel like to say you deserve kudos, like, I feel like once you get to a certain age, head isn't, it's not a kudos thing. It's like a part of sex.
Men, pay attention. Go ahead.
No, it's a part of sex because I feel like okay, I talked to this dude one time, long time ago. This motherfucker told me he don't give head, and it baffled me, and I just was like, what? So we messed around there one time. No head was involved because in my mind I got a little petty, baby. I don't know. I don't recall. But I know for a fact I never went back. And, like, he hit me up, like, and he was like, damn, like, why I ain't talk to you or whatever. I was like, to be honest? And he was like, yeah. And I told him. And he was like, damn, that's fucked up. I'm like, no, it's not. That's not, I don't see myself there. Why would I continue to do something? Like, I don't, no. And you're adamant about it. Like, I had conversations with him about it to see if I could crack the code. But I'm sorry. I learned a long time ago I ain't changing no man. So okay? You gonna be who you are.
So if your partner is not doing something sexually that you want, you should leave. Is that the energy that I'm getting from here?
That was also, like, he wasn't gonna do it at all. Like, this is something he's never do and never gonna do type ish. If he stood, like, you should have heard his, like,
but we also gotta understand that like the whole the whole cultural acceptance of head is something kind of new. Like, low-key, it wasn't really a popping thing until like late 90s. Like,
okay, but it was past that time because I was born in 91. Hell,
I get you on that.
So it was way past that time. This is we grown. Okay, we're not about to act like children. Okay.
Okay.
Either you gonna lick it, or I ain't gonna suck it. Either we can.
So it should be 50-50.
I feel like.
So every time he do it, you should do it.
With that situation, I felt like it was because of the simple fact that he like came off from the jump with it.
So what's a standard? What's a standard?
I don't feel like there is a standard.
I think 50-50.
Whatever your flow is.
I feel like 50-50. I feel like 50-50. For every time, it should be 50-50.
Everybody's different.
What?
Everybody is different.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's that women's selfishness coming into play right before you, in front of your every eyes. Why not 50-50? Explain.
Because there's multiple reasons.
Explain.
Because, first of all, I feel like it's not fair that men don't count sucking it before sex.
A woman can do that.
Okay, does that not count?
That count.
Okay. Well, then, what the fuck? Man, my edges is too tight for this.
That counts. That counts.
I'm about to take this bun down.
What you over here? She just sweat. You put the pressure on.
I'm not sweating. Oh, trust me, this shine is
y'all like I can't put the leg. I can't put the leg over there. I would right now.
You lucky I ain't got no oil sitting up here. This shine is all natural, honey. Ain't no sweat on here.
That's all good though, man. It should be 50-50, but I mean that's a whole nother conversation for a whole nother day. Yeah, modern women and the way that it go nowadays, man. Y'all stay out there, man. All I can say, real for real, when we had these conversations about anything, is first you gotta do what's best for you and your relationship. Second, you gotta do what's best for you and your life, because everybody's story is different. Third, have fun while you're doing it all, man. We out of here. Deuce, deuce. Love y'all.
Bye.
Peace and blessings. One shrimp for the go, for the one time for the go.